What's up, guys, and welcome back to Red Sea TV for broadcast number 4. This is our April recap. My name's Rocco Biasiotti.
I'm Max Olson.
And with the start of the spring season, a lot of good things have been happening, along with the start of boys tennis.
Let's send it over to Kenzie, Sierra, Brooke, and Stella.
Hello, I'm Cade Williamson.
Jack Meridian.
Rex Pastori.
And how long have you been playing tennis?
I've been playing tennis since I was 4.
Since I was 10 years old.
Do you play singles or doubles?
I play singles.
I play doubles because I like it.
Who's your doubles partner for when you play doubles?
Peter Knackle. We're a good righty-lefty duo, so it works out pretty well that we were able to cover both sides of the court.
Oliver Fesco, who I actually play with at MCC too.
For this season, how has it been different than your past seasons at Campo?
I'd say that this year has been more, focused. At least I've been more focused. For my freshman and sophomore season, it was definitely a lot of, during matches we weren't as locked in. But this year we definitely have our goal of trying to go undefeated in league and going far in NCS. And it's my last season, so I'm just trying to enjoy it as much as I can.
What's been your goal for this year's season in tennis?
Go undefeated in league and get our picture up in Petraeus' wall.
To win some games, because I think winning is better than losing.
Is there any player on your team that you would like to highlight?
Probably Peter Knackle. I feel like he's made a big jump from last season to this season. He was playing exhibition last season and now he's playing doubles 1, so he's done pretty well.
Definitely Timu, because Timu's very nice to talk to and he always gets the water with me when I ask him. So I think he's very cool. He's very good at tennis too. Gotta love Timu.
Wake up!
Sorry, dude. I'm so tired. I wish it was spring break.
Me too, bro.
I wonder what some of our fellow Cougars did over spring break.
Let's take it away to Carson, Everett, Blake, and Lucas.
All right, so where'd you go for spring break?
I stayed home.
All right, and then what was the best part of your trip?
I went to the Alameda Flea Market.
I stayed in Moraga the whole break, and my favorite part of spring break was playing basketball with my friends.
Yeah, I went to Stinson this break. It was fire. Yeah.
Well, over spring break, me and my friends went to Tennessee, and we have this little hobby where we like to reenact Civil War battles. And in Tennessee, we reenacted the Battle of Shiloh.
I went to Disneyland, and I love seeing my little boy smile.
I went to Mexico, and the best part of my trip was the all-inclusive food.
I went to University of Washington to check out the campus during spring break, and my favorite part was getting Verda with Zelmer.
I went to University of Washington, and my favorite part was walking around and seeing the campus.
I went to DC, Michigan, and UT Austin for college visits, just visiting the campuses I might go to next year. And my favorite part was really meeting new people because everyone from around the state's really cool.
For spring break, we stayed here because we had the Loma Classic baseball tournament, which we did not perform the way we wanted to, but it was a lot of fun to be there with the boys instead of going on vacation.
Sure did. Stayed home all week, played some baseball, hung out with the guys. No one else here. It's good fun.
This past spring break, I went to the Bahamas with some of my buddies. I would say my favorite parts were going on the boat and catching some fish, going snorkeling, and just hanging out with the guys.
I went to Hawaii for spring break, and my favorite part was spending time with my family before I go to college.
I also went to Hawaii. My favorite part was hanging out with Avery on the beach.
For spring break, I sat in my backyard and read a bunch of books. My favorite part was being at home and not at school.
I balled out at the rec center with my unk.
Over spring break, I stayed at home and I played a bunch of golf, and my favorite part was breaking 40 on the front nine.
I went to Los Angeles to tour schools, and my favorite part was going to a Lakers game.
Okay, I toured a bunch of colleges, and my favorite part was touring UC Riverside.
I went skiing with my mom, and my favorite part was golfing with my dad.
My name is Justin Ariyama. I stayed home and played baseball and hung out with the team.
So I went to Idaho for spring break, where I went to high school and visited with my family. Favorite parts, seeing one of my besties from high school, but also the Giants being amazing all spring break long. Go Giants!
I went to Greece over spring break. It was really fun. We went to the beach, saw a couple of the islands, took a ferry ride between the islands, and it was a really beautiful place.
I played baseball over spring break and just played video games, stayed home.
I went to San Diego and visited my grandpa.
I went to Japan, and my favorite part of the trip was the food.
Spring break, I went to visit colleges. I went to Oregon, Washington, Boulder, and San Diego State. And my favorite part was probably Boulder. Snowed a little bit while I was there, and that was awesome.
Wow, our Cougars did a lot of amazing things over spring break. Our next story is about SportsMed. Let's send it over to Jacob and Henry.
What's going on, Red Sea? Henry Goodman here, and who am I here with today?
Cole, Alberta.
Right, and you're in a SportsMed this year, so first year?
Yes, it is.
For a new audience that didn't know what SportsMed is, what would you tell them it is?
I'd say it's a class where you learn about the human anatomy, and you learn about taping, wrapping, bracing, and overall how to treat the injuries that you would find at an average sport game.
Last question, how would you recommend this class for an incoming sophomore that could take it?
I would recommend this class if you're interested in learning about sports, being at a lot of the football, basketball games like that, and if you really want to learn about like the human anatomy and injuries.
All right, well, thank you very much. How many periods of SportsMed do you have this year?
I have 2 periods of sports medicine, first and fourth. We have an introduction class and an advanced class.
In that introduction class, which is available for sophomores, what does a day-to-day curriculum look like?
Well, we teach the care, prevention, and rehabilitation of athletic injuries. And so we would do some anatomy and then try to apply that anatomy with sport-specific injuries and learn how to actually identify the injuries and then how to take care of them.
It's great to hear. And my last question is, do you enjoy teaching this class?
I do enjoy teaching this class. I wish I had 5 sports medicine classes, but I do enjoy the classes I do have, and makes it fun to come to work.
That was riveting. A couple weeks ago, we witnessed something really special on the Campo baseball mound. Pitcher Dom Caruso threw a no-hitter against Northgate.
A no-hitter is when the other team gets no hits.
What's up, Campo? Let's take a look at Dom Caruso's no-hitter. Here's Dom on how he felt going into the 7th inning.
You know, I was a little nervous, but I had to keep myself calm, collected, because I knew I had to throw another inning to keep it, so had to be calm.
So far this season, Dom is 4-1 with an earned run average of only 1.6.
How are you going to use this momentum and bring it into the next few outings?
You know, we got tough opponents coming up with league starting, but team win, celebrating with my teammates, it was a great feeling all around.
Junior outfielder Luke McLeod was the one who made the final out in the 7th inning to complete the no-hitter.
So Luke, with 2 outs in the 7th and the ball being hit to you with a no-hitter on the line, what are you feeling?
You know, it's been a pretty boring game in the outfield the whole game. We got to play at St. Mary's, which was cool, so we kind of just taking it in. And then when that last ball was hit, I knew I was going to have to go make a play. Luckily, it wasn't too hard of a play, but off the bat, I had some jitters. Like, I had to catch this ball, or else I was going to learn something super cool for my teammates. So all of us got each other's back, and if it was to anyone else, they would have caught that for sure.
Thanks for watching, Cougars. And remember, like and subscribe.